You survived every snake, but the butterfly killed you. Strange, right? You expected betrayal from your enemies. You prepared for it. You guarded yourself. You saw them coming from miles away, and you were ready. But the ones you went soft for, the ones who felt safe, the ones you never once questioned, they are the exact reason you are standing here broken today. Not your haters, not your competition, the ones sitting right beside you. You trusted them. Not a stranger, not someone who hated you openly, the one who smiled at you every single day, the one who knew your secrets, the one you never thought to question. And that's exactly how they got you. Marcus Aurelius? Same story. The most powerful man on earth, commander of armies, ruler of Rome. And the person who came closest to destroying him wasn't an enemy on the battlefield. It was someone he trusted, someone close, someone who smiled. But here's where Marcus was different. He didn't break. He didn't beg. He didn't cry in private and pretend in public. He saw it, he understood it, and he used it coldly, quietly, completely. That's what this video is about. Not how to survive betrayal, how never to be the same person who gets betrayed again. Drop a comment right now. Just say "never again" if you're done being the one who trusts too easily. Because after today, you won't be.
Your brain is smart. It tracks threats. It reads rooms. It knows when something feels off. But your heart is the problem. Because your heart doesn't look for danger in familiar faces. It looks for comfort. It looks for belonging. And the moment someone makes you feel safe, really safe, your brain goes quiet. That's not weakness, that's biology. Marcus Aurelius understood this better than anyone. He wrote about it, not in a soft way, not in a forgive everyone and move on way. He wrote it the way a man writes when he has been burned and refused to be burned again. He said the people closest to you carry the most power over you, not because they are stronger, because you gave them access. You handed them the key and said, "I trust you." And that trust is exactly what made you vulnerable. Your enemy never had that key, but they did. And that is why it hurt the way it did. 161 AD. Marcus Aurelius just became emperor. He didn't want the throne. He didn't chase power, but Rome needed him, and he accepted because that was his duty. And from day one, the weight was unreal. Wars on every border, plague spreading through the empire, millions dying, economy collapsing. Marcus was fighting battles on every front, and he needed people around him he could trust completely. One of those people was Avidius Cassius, a brilliant general, loyal for years, sharp, disciplined, effective. Marcus trusted him so deeply that he gave him command over the entire Eastern Empire, almost half of Rome. He didn't just trust this man, he depended on him. And Cassius smiled every time. Then, in 175 AD, a rumor spread that Marcus had died, and Cassius didn't wait, didn't question it, didn't mourn. He declared himself emperor. The man Marcus called a brother, the man who sat at his table, the man who knew everything about Rome's eastern defenses, turned his army against the throne. Marcus found out. And here is the part nobody talks about. He didn't panic. He didn't rage. He didn't make emotional decisions. He sat with it. He processed it the way only Marcus could, coldly, quietly, completely. He wrote in his journal that night, not about revenge, not about anger. He wrote about human nature, about how power reveals people, about how the ones closest to you carry the most potential to hurt you because you gave them the most access. Cassius was assassinated by his own soldiers before Marcus even reached him. But Marcus never celebrated that, because the real lesson wasn't about Cassius. It was about himself, about how he had trusted without watching, believed without testing, and from that moment, Marcus Aurelius never observed people the same way.
After Cassius, something shifted in Marcus. Not bitterness, not paranoia, something quieter than that, something sharper. He started watching differently, not with suspicion on his face that would have given him away, with patience, with silence. He understood that people don't reveal themselves in big moments. They reveal themselves in the small ones, the ones they think nobody is paying attention to. So, he paid attention. He noticed that the most dangerous people in any room are never the loudest ones. They are the ones asking the right questions at the wrong time, interested in your struggles, quiet during your wins. They study you when you are down, because that is when you are most open. That is when you share things you normally wouldn't. He noticed that people who shift their personality depending on who is in the room have no real loyalty to anyone. Around you, they are one thing. Around others, something else entirely. Marcus understood. A person without a fixed character is a person you can never fully read. And a person you cannot read is a person you cannot trust. He noticed that the ones who make you feel guilty for pulling back are the ones most afraid of losing their access to you. Real people respect your silence. Dangerous ones panic when you go quiet, because your silence cuts off their information. And the biggest thing Marcus learned? He started using silence as a test. He would say less, share less, pull back slightly, not dramatically, just enough. And then he would watch. Who chased? Who panicked? Who started asking questions they had no reason to ask? Because innocent people don't panic when you go quiet. Only the ones with something to lose do. Marcus never announced what he was doing, never let anyone know he was watching. That was the point. The most powerful observer in the room never looks like one. Here is what nobody wants to say out loud. You didn't get betrayed because you were stupid. You got betrayed because you were human. You wanted connection. You wanted someone real. And for a moment, they felt real. That is not your fault. But staying the same person after it, that is a choice. Marcus didn't become cold after Cassius. He didn't shut everyone out. He didn't walk around with walls so high that nobody could reach him. That is not strength. That is just a different kind of weakness. What he did was simpler and harder. He decided to never outsource his judgment again, no matter how much he liked someone, no matter how long they had been around. He watched, he tested, he let time do the talking. Because time
is the one thing people cannot fake forever. Everyone can smile for a week. Nobody can perform for years without slipping. And Marcus was patient enough to wait for the slip. That is the difference between you then and you now. You used to trust first and watch later. From today, you watch first. Always. After everything he saw, after Cassius, after the betrayal, after the silence and the patience and the watching, Marcus didn't write a list of enemies. He wrote rules for himself. Because he understood something most people never do. You cannot control who betrays you. You can only control how much access you give them before they do. So, he changed the access. He stopped sharing his plans before they were done, not because he was secretive, because he understood that an unfinished plan in the wrong ear never survives. People don't just steal your ideas, they quietly kill your momentum while smiling at your face. He stopped explaining himself to people who had already decided who he was. Marcus knew that some people don't want your explanation. They want your reaction. Stay calm, and you take away the only thing they came for. He stopped measuring loyalty with words. Anyone can say the right thing. Marcus watched what people did when it cost them something. When standing by you meant losing something for themselves. That is the moment that reveals everything. And the last rule, the one that changed everything for him. He never let anyone know how much he knew. Not his allies, not his enemies, nobody. Because the moment people know you have figured them out, they don't stop. They just get better at hiding. Marcus stayed quiet, stayed observant, and let them believe they still had him fooled. That is not weakness. That is the most dangerous kind of intelligence. You came into this video knowing something was wrong. Maybe you couldn't name it. Maybe you had been carrying it for a while. But something brought you here, and it wasn't an accident. Marcus Aurelius survived the throne, the wars, the plague, and the weight of an entire empire. But the thing that almost broke him wasn't any of that. It was trust given to the wrong person. And he didn't collapse, he didn't beg, he didn't become bitter. He became sharper, quieter, more intelligent in the most intelligent way possible. That is available to you too. Not revenge, not coldness, just clarity. Drop a comment right now, just one word. Tell me who this video was about. You don't have to say the name, just say, I know, because I think you do. And if this hit different, if something in here cracked something open for you, you already know this channel is not like the others. No motivation speeches, no sugarcoating, just the truth the way Marcus would have said it. Hit subscribe, not for me, because you came here looking for something real, and you deserve to keep finding it.